So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. No need to mute your video or audio. Unmute, everyone unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so unmute, no need to mute. Okay, good afternoon once again. Say,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
okay, how are you all today? After the English class, tired? So you have one more class. So I think the previous class, few of the students, they couldn't join the class because of the change in the meeting link, isn't it? Just a moment, let me admit. So who can tell me what are the topics we covered last class? I will ask to Shivani.
Hardware, software, and firmware.
Hardware, software and firmware. Very good. So Srihari, tell me what is hardware?
Ma'am, there are electrical devices.
Louder.
Electrical devices, all the electrical devices.
Okay, okay, very good. Adul, tell me what is the software? Atul. Can you hear me, Atul? Tell me what is the software? No idea. Okay. Then to whom I will ask? Gauri.
It is a set of instructions that tells a computer exactly what to do.
Yes, very good. Firmware. Aditya.
Firmware,
Yes, firmware.
firmware is something that encodes to the hardware.
Yes, integrated into the hardware.
IC.
Okay, very good. Integrated into the IC chips. Okay, hope it is clear to you. So I will show you different columns, a table-like structure where you can see the difference between. If you want to write the notes, you can write from that. Okay. So let me share the screen. It does. Okay, that's it. See, hope everyone can see this. Wait, let me admit all. Okay. So you can see hardware, software, firmware. Suppose for the examination, if you're getting a question, what is the difference between hardware, software, firmware? Or what is the difference between hardware and software? What is the difference between software and firmware? Any kind of, if the question is differentiates, or if the question is what is the difference between, then you have to draw as columns. Only then the evaluators can give you the marks properly. So the correct points you underline also. So can see, hope everyone can see this. Muhammad Adim, are you able to see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the thing that we discussed, I just made it as a table, that's all. So hardware is the physical parts of computer that cause processing of data. It's physical. So we are studying about computers. So hardware is the physical parts of computer. Okay. Now comes to software. Software is a set of instructions that tells the computer exactly what to do. For example, Facebook or the Zoom, like I told in the previous class, is a set of instructions. It's like how to make a tea. So you have a set of instructions. The question is add two numbers. So what are the different instructions for adding two numbers? Vidur. Instructions to add two numbers. Suppose you are giving the input to the computer. So what are the different instructions you need?
Add the number.
Add two numbers. So what should be the instruction? Computer is not an intelligent device. So you have to give instruction. What can be the first instruction? when you do a program, what kind of instruction you have to provide? You have to enter the first number to the computer, right? Through the input devices. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Then enter the second number. So the computer got 2 numbers. Then what is the next thing you have to enter? Whether you want to do
Add.
addition. Yes. What is the operation? That operation also you have to input. So computer got
Add.
first input, second input, and the operator. Then what is the duty of CPU inside the computer? It process it, and it will give you the answer as, suppose
Output.
it's 2 and 3, it will give you the answer as 5. So what is a software is doing? Software is set of programs or set of instructions that tells the computer what to do. Okay. Then why you use hardwares, why you use input device? To give the data to the software, you are using your hardware device or your input device. Okay. So we'll continue with that thing. So that is software. Next comes firmware. What is a firmware? It is again a program. So what is it? What is the specialty when you compare with software and firmware? It is a program, but the difference is that it is integrated into a hardware. It can be an IC chip. It is integrated into the hardware device. Integrated is called as, another name of integrated is called as embedded. So firmware is also called as embedded software. So what is another name of firmware? Embedded software. So what is a firmware? It is a computer program that is embedded in the hardware device. Okay. Now, who's manufacturing this hardware? So we are the human beings in different factories and companies, they are manufacturing the hardwares. Then what about software? Nobody is manufacturing, it's not a hardware. So the programmers are developing the software. So that is the difference between an hardware and software. Now what about firmware? The programmers will develop programs and it will be embedded into the hardware. So that is, it is an embedded software. Okay, clear? Now example of, just a moment, waiting room. Okay. Example of hardware devices, example keyboard, mouse, whatever see as outer part, touchable, tangible parts in computer, all are called hardware parts. What about software? Anything that you are using in the computer, it can be an operating system, or it can be Facebook, or it can be WhatsApp, Zoom, or any school management software, anything, banking. Everything is example of softwares. Then what about embedded? I told you that day, this computers, we can't live without computers nowadays. When you go outside, when you go to the shopping mall or at the counter, you can see computer. Go to bank, there is computer. You go to ATM, there is computer. Everywhere you have, even in all the government offices, now they are working with the help of computers. You came back to home, then you have the mobiles. It's again example of a computer. Isn't it? Gauridas. Again, it's a computer. Then we took our clothes and put in the washing machine. Touch screen washing machine, again computer. Then what kind of things you are using in that washing machine? Achyut. What kind of, from this software, hardware, firmware, what kind of, which category you are using in your washing machine?
Firmware.
Firmware. So it has embedded software. And we started after, and you have microwave oven, touch screen, touch panel you have. Then again, there is computer. Some processing is going on, some embedded software is working. Your smart TV, embedded software is working. So only specialty is that its softwares are integrated into the chip, integrated into the hardware. They can't change it. That's why if the smart panel of a washing machine or micro oven, if you want to change, they will remove the entire panel. Because if already programmed, so they will program it or they will buy another one and they will put it for us. Okay. That is why we usually we see that this touchscreen micro ovens and washing machines, that is not that much. If water is there inside that, it will be crashed, or so you have to change the entire panel should be changed. Not only a single button, because all the buttons are working under the control of one processor, one embedded software. If that is damaged, you have to change the entire panel. Hope it's clear. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then example of embedded softwares, software controlling lights in an office building. You know that in many office buildings, you have a control. Even in houses, you have a control. There will be a panel board. You can dim the light or can switch off your fan. But when you press that particular button, automatically all the fans in the house will turn off. How it works? It uses a firmware, or it's called embedded software. Another example, software controlling electronics in a car. You know, ABS, anti-lock braking system, and your radio, even the airbag system that I told you in the last class, airbag system, all works using this embedded software. Then engine controls, everything, especially the automatic cars, everything under this use, they are using this firmware. Then software controlling your household appliances. For example, micro oven, new household appliances, washing machines, smart TVs, everywhere you are using this firmware. Okay? Okay, one more page I have brought. I'll show you. I have taken picture of, okay. So, hope you can see the window. This is the software, firmware in airbag. This is the thing that you use. You don't have to study about this. I just downloaded one picture. You'll see, you'll study it more in your electronics and in engineering. So this is the chips, it's controlling things, processing and firmware. This entire thing will be there in the car. Okay. And this is how a firmware chip is programmed. Through this kit, you will be having a kit. If you are becoming an electronics engineer, so what you have to do is, the program will, this end will connect to the computer. The program will be there and it will be saved. And this is how, through these wires, integrated into this chip. Understood? So, program is there, but this program is integrated into this chip. So, you can't change this program. Once it is done, then it will be manifest as it is. So for the same company, many washing machines, 1,000 lakhs of washing machines will be having the same program. So later, for the next edition, they will change the software and they will bring out firmware and they will bring out next type of washing machines with newer changes. Okay? So this is how it is integrated. Okay, wait. Hope it is clear to you. This is called a chip. This is the chip where you are integrating embedding your software, and this is how it has been done through these wires. Okay? Clear? Hope you understood what is hardware, software, and firmware. Any doubt? Any doubts you have? Shall we move to the new topic? Sana, any doubt? Sana, unmute, respond. Any doubts, Sana, in software, hardware, firmware?
Yes.
Yes or no? If you have any doubts, ask me.
No doubt.
Okay, so again, we'll move to the normal topic, that is, what is computer? What are the different components? And many of you are thinking that we know already what is computer and all. But Your 11th first chapter is what is computer? What are the different components of computer? So every time you have to study this. Since you have taken computer. So again, you have to study what is computer, what are the different components, what is input device, what is output device, what is processing, what is ALU, what is CU, memory, primary memory, secondary memory. Already you know all this. But again, we'll refresh the topic because even in an IP or CS, that is the first chapter. Okay? So we'll see what is the difference between data and information?
Data, information, no,
Then Meghna, is there any difference?
Don't know, ma'am.
Lydia,
Ma'am, yes, I think so.
no idea. Data means Hadi. Hadi, that is a name. 11, that is a number. In which division you are studying, Hadi? 11A or 11B?
11A.
11A. A is a alphabet. Hadi as a name. 11 is a number, a digit. And A is an alphabet. Is there anything can find out from this? Hadi, 11A. So is it a meaningful statement? No, isn't it? If it is in different, Hadi, 11A, it's different things. That is called data. Hadi is data, 11 is a data, A is a data. Then what can be information? Processed data is called information. That is, Hadi is studying in 11A. That is called the information. So data means a raw fact. It's a fact. Hadi, name, 11 digit. So what is information? Processed data is called information. Have you understood the difference between data and information? Meaningful data is called information. So, so we'll again go back to the slide. Okay, here you can see a computer system consists of both hardware and information stored on hardware. Information stored on computer hardware is often called software. In our system, operating system is there. So it is an information, it is a software. In my computer, there is Facebook. I installed Facebook, again a software. So usually whatever things there in computer, they are informations, and these informations are together called as software. Then hardware, electronic and mechanical parts. Then the software components of a computer systems are the data and the computer programs. Then, as you all know, the different hardware components are input devices, output devices, response, input devices, output devises, memory and CPU. CPU is another name. Nowadays, we call it as simply processor. Okay? Move to the next page. So these are the different examples of hardware. Monitor, mouse. What is this? Who can tell me the answer for this? Anyone? What is this? Should I call the names? Tell me. Who can say? Meghna, Lydia, Gauri, tell me. Amal Raj. Hana, Salim. Tell me, what is it? Meenakshi. Unmute and tell me the answer. What is the third one? First to second, external. It is written as external drive. What it is?
Ma'am, is that a hard disk?
It's an external hard disk. Okay, then laptop, introduction. Excuse me. No. Okay. Then you have this hard drive. This entire thing is called, why it is given hard drive? Because a drive is here inside. That is why the name is hard drive. But actually, what is this? It's a CPU cabinet. It is called the CPU. Then you have a speakers, printers, laptop, web camera, keyboard, memory stick. Memory stick, another name is flash drive. Printer. These are all examples of hardwares. Now, for typical desktop computers, the processor, the same thing. What are the different things? See, when you buy keyboard and when you connect it to the computer, automatically a software is inbuilt. Now, all days, when you buy a keyboard, you will get a CD with that. Have you seen that CD? For monitor, there will be a CD. For keyboard, there will be a CD. For all the devices, webcam, there will be CD. Nowadays, there is no requirement of CDs. Even this web camera, now what I'm using, this web camera, you're not using any CDs too. We haven't installed anything. How it is possible then? Without CD, Sharath is here, Sharath. Tell me, Evelyn, how it is possible? We are not using simply hardware, we are just connecting to the USB port. It started working. What can be the reason? How it works? No need of CDs. This is just a hardware. Without software, no hardwares will work. But it worked. How it worked? Donna, any idea how it worked? No idea. See, I told you firmware. In this camera, automatically already software is integrated. So when you connect it to the USB drive, automatically the software is working and it is getting connected. The same way your headphone. All the devices nowadays, nowadays software will be integrated. So no need of CD. So hardwares will not work alone. It needs a software to work. And all the hardwares like CPU, your CPU and your input devices, whatever, everything will be connected to one single place. That is called motherboard. You know, you are inserting this web camera into a USB drive. But this USB drive, inside the USB drive, where it is being connected, it is connected to a board. A big board that is called, what is the board name? Board name? Board name is Vidur. What is the board name?
Motherboard.
Motherboard. So your memory, whether it is RAM or ROM or your hard disk and the processor and all these USB ports where you are inserting your flash drive, where you are inserting your mic or headset, everything is directly, it is going to the motherboards. So a board where everything is set. That is why it's a main important board. That is why it's called motherboard. It's not fatherboard, it is motherboard. Okay. So we'll continue with the, so all the components are connected to the main circuit board of the computer and it is called motherboard. Okay, now, have you seen this picture anywhere? Inside the, have you tried to open the CPU? Have you seen something like this? Amal?
Ma'am.
Amal, unmute, Amal.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen this thing anywhere? Have you tried to open the CPU?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. And have you seen a thing like this? This
Yes.
is a model of motherboard. And you can see many wires over here. Through this, the data is passing. So that is all the data passing. These cables are called as, what is the name?
Bus.
Called as? Evelyn, called as bus. So what is a bus? A bus is a group of wires on the main circuit board of the computer. So what is the main circuit board? The main circuit board is motherboard, and the data is passing from memory to CPU, CPU to hard disk. This is your CPU. This is memory. So from here to another place, then to the hard disk. So everything is happening through the wires. This set of wires are called as bus.
Bus.
B-U-S, bus.
Yes.
Okay. Then the next thing is the processor. So this is the inner part of the processor. So what is a processor? A processor is the one covered in plastic. Inside the square is an even smaller squares of silicon minerals of tiny electronic parts. So what is the use of a processor? What is the use of processor? Again, coming to Shivani, what is the use of processor? Why you need processor in the computer?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Tell me. What is the meaning of processor? Process. You know, because of accidents, you have heard about brain death. Brain death. So they'll be donating their other liver, other things to other persons, isn't it? So what is the meaning of a normal death, and what is the difference between brain death and normal death? That you tell me, Shivani. Brain death and normal death. If brain is damaged, that means no signals will come to our brain. So you can't do anything. Even though other portions are working still, if there is no brain, there is no use. Isn't it? The same way you have your keyboard, latest keyboard you bought. You have latest webcam, and you have latest memory. Memory space is 1 terabyte memory you have, but your processor is not working. Then any use? No use. So processor is the one which is processing all the data and making it information and giving us a result. And you are taking Facebook and you enter your user ID and password and clicked on sign in. Nothing happens. So is there any use of Facebook there?
No.
So in the same way, there should be some process should happen behind. Only then processing should be done. 1 + 1, and you're not getting any result because there is no CPU. So addition is not happening. So it should be processed, and the CPU should find the result and get back to the operating system. Only then it will work. So CPU is the one of the most, all the parts are very important, one of the most important part of computer. Okay, clear? Okay. Then we'll move to the one more part. After that, we'll stop. Memory. The next one is memory. Again, the same way. CPU has processing power. We have latest keyboards, output devices, printer, everything is there, but there is no memory. Again, there is no use. When I'm asking you, what is 1 + 1? How you are getting the answer? Last class I told you how you are telling me that the answer is 2. Because you already stored this number 1. 1 is a digit in smaller classes and it is permanently stored in your memory. Plus is the addition operation that is also already stored in your memory. So you know what is 1 because it's already stored, plus already stored, 1 already stored. Then your brain can process this very fast because it's taking it from the memory and giving the result as 2. So if there is no memory, there is no use. So memory is also a very important thing in the computer. Okay. So we'll, about explanation about RAM and ROM, we'll do the next class. And one homework for you, when you come for the next class, you tell me in your computer, if you have a laptop or your PC, tell me what is the CPU speed and the memory size. Just note it down. I want to know the CPU speed. How to know the CPU speed? Take my PC or my computer, right click and take properties and you can see a window. A window will pop up. There you can see the speed of CPU, name of CPU, speed of CPU and the RAM size. These 3 things you have to do it as a homework. Okay? Clear? The question is clear? Okay, that's all for today. Okay, see you next class. Don't forget to do the exercise. Okay, bye.